What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brendan and I'm BManX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have our market analysis like we always do for the Digimon TCG every Friday. Sorry guys, I know the content has been a little lax this week. It's been crazy. My 3rd-year-old just had his birthday and just life has been really hectic, and I've been trying to get some more videos up, so I'll probably be doubling up in the next 3 days just to make up for those 3 days that I missed here because we had nothing on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But we're going to be bringing you a lot more content. We're going to be having deck profiles for EX7 drop probably pretty fast now, one after another, as we get into the month of October, where we're getting ready for Release Booster 2.0. And we got lots of different things we want to talk about on the channel. So we're going to see a lot of videos start circulating here. But we're starting with the market analysis like we do every Friday. We're going to talk about prices, how things are going for the Digimon market with tournament scene, all that kind of stuff. I don't think we're looking at too many tournament cards this week, and I expect to be looking at more next week once we start seeing more event packs hit the market, once we see our Ultimate Cup cards hit the market for the first time for the new Ultimate Cup stuff. But right now we're just going to really focus it on cards, stuff from EX7, stuff from older sets that might be doing good because of topping well in tournaments. And we got a few things in here and there, so we're going to look at that all together. And hey, if you enjoyed this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of fun. All right, well, we're starting with some of the higher EX7 stuff. We're starting with, here we have the Beelstar Ace, low pull rate. We also have the Beelstar X-Antibody. This was higher for the longest time. It's kind of sitting around 485. It's one of the best cards you can pull is the Beelstar Mon Ace. Lowest copy here, shipping included, is 475. That kind of stays around there for a while, and then jumps up over 500. So that's, yeah. And then if you look at the Beelstar X-Antibody, this was actually under it for a while, but I think the Beelstar Mon Ace has come down for a little bit from over 5, and then this is kind of where this has been sitting to around the $500 mark. So they're really quite close. Both are really great pulls. This is what we sold for $650. So honestly, it hasn't come down a lot, $150 really since in 2 to 3 weeks now. So this, I don't know if this is going to go down much, but these are your two best low pull rates if you're deciding to open EX7 boxes, which I don't recommend because it's not guaranteed in a case you'll get one of these. Unfortunately, it usually is, but apparently I talked to people and some of them were 1 in 4 cases, which makes my pull even really lucky, honestly. So I'm really happy about that. Lilithmon X-Antibody. This is a deck people have been waiting for a while with the new Lilithmon support. The alts continuing to drop here. You're seeing it go down. It was around $60. Now it's under 40. I think this card will get under 35, 30. I don't know if he'll drop much more than that, so you might want to wait to pick it up. Yeah, there's a bunch of copies, so it's not going to change price soon. The deck isn't topping, so you don't have to worry about that. The one card that is expensive for the deck is the EX6 Lilithmon, which is, you know, gone up and up and up. It's over $60 now. Yeah, and honestly, there's a few copies. There's some copies here, but then it jumps up to 65, 80. So could see a buyout on this if the deck gets popular, if someone takes it and it starts doing well. But yeah, that's the card. You got the money card for the deck, honestly, at this point. Is the Lilith. And we'll talk more about that because it's also really good in Demon Lords, and 7 Demon Lords have been doing good, so we'll talk about that later on in the video. Although you only need 2 copies for 7 Demon Lords. Hexablau. This card kind of dropped down, I think, past 28, 25, and it's seeing a bit of a resurgence because lots of blue decks, like even Blue Hybrid or Mirage, make really good use of this card. So it's an amazing card. Ice Clad's an amazing card. Just the fact that it trashes 4 sources and it can security attack +1. And Return a Tamer to the bottom of the deck is really good. Really great card. And then it stops your opponent from suspending Digimon with fewer sources than it, which is actually really, really good. So yeah, no, it's a strong card to beat. And it started to see a bit of a pickup here. So maybe now is the time to get your copies before, might be. We have a couple copies here. Yeah, it's already started, like a couple copies here, and then it's over 35, going back up to 40. So we could see a buyout on this really easy, guys. Next one, of course, is Vortex Resonance. That card has crashed majorly. This was $60 secret. This is the alt secret, $60 to start off with. Now it's 20. You could probably get it for under 20 to 18 to 20. So I would definitely pick up this card now, because we could see this card be really good in the future depending on Liberator support. So it would not be a bad idea to have a couple of these lying around, whether you get this or the regular secret, which I think is down around like 17. So you could probably get that for 15. So that's a good time to pick that up. Shoto. It's funny here because I thought this was actually coming down because it was up around 60, but it's actually kind of doing like a little spike, go up, go down, go up. So it's starting to go back up again. The deck hasn't really been doing anything, like it hasn't been topping. This deck is a really cool deck, but it's extremely hard because it relies on your opponent playing Digimon, which isn't always the best. Especially if your opponent has a deck that can just build a big stack in the back and then come out and kill you one turn. So yeah, it's sticking around that $40 to $45 range. There's lots of copies, so I don't necessarily see it going up in the next little while. But I mean, it is on an upward trajectory, so we could see it go back up to around $50 if people keep buying this. So I definitely think a good time to sell this would be right now. Because I feel like it can only go down as the set goes along, especially if we don't see Zephygamon do any topping. Although I did face a Zephygamon at the regional, so that was really cool. Terramon seeing a bump again. It was down around 30, a little bit under 30, and now it's back up almost $40. So this card's, we're going to get more of these, but it's continuing to kind of fluctuate on a regular basis there. There's a bunch of copies, but then honestly, you only have, well, this guy has 18, so you actually got a lot. But I mean, then you got $40 copies down below. So yeah, this one's been moving around. This is your best super for the set, Centralmon, $12, regular super. So just another snapshot of why EX 7 is not a good set. Your best super is $12 if you pull it. The other one that's like that is Hexablow is around $12 too. So for the regular super, like I said, because we looked at the alternates doing well. Some of your freaking foil cards are better than that, like Hurricane Screwshot. Although some of your alts are honestly less than that, so that's kind of hilarious too. But those are your best supers, which are more guaranteed to play. So it's one of the reasons why the set isn't worth it. A lot of the last sets have had at least 20 or above supers, $20 supers like Pyildramon, Lucamon. I'm trying to think of one from BT17, but there was a good one from BT17. But yeah, so they make the set worth continuing to buy. We got Wormmon. This is the only thing we're looking at. Well, it's not really a tournament promo, but it's a convention promo. I managed to actually get my copies finally, so I'm glad I waited when they were $50, $60 or $50. I managed to get them for all around $10 US, so I mean 12, 13 Canadian, which isn't bad. So that's, and we're going to have more of these copies, so I think this card might even go down a little bit further. Might see it around $5. If not, under $10 is still a really great price. And there's lots of sellers in the US for people who have them. So that's really great. Yeah. So it'll stay there for a while, I really think, and it'll probably even go down. The Imperial Dramon Dragon Mode promo. Now this is a card that it has been going down a little bit, and I speculated this because of the other Imperial Digimon Dragon mode from the tournament that we're getting. So you can see here, a couple copies under 200. So if this is something you really want for your Imperial Digimon deck, you want to hollow it out. This is the low pull rate, unfortunately. Still expensive at $180, but or you could potentially enter into the tournaments to get the participant or even the finalist Imperial Digimon for a lot less. That's the new version of it. Another card that was doing well that's kind of seen a drop is the Imperial Digimon Dragon Mode Starter Deck promo from the those illustration competition packs from last year at Nats. If you can get the pack, it'd be worth it. Like, you can get the pack for like $15-20, it'd probably be worth it, more worth it than just buying the singles. But if you can't get the pack for a good price, because they are harder to find now, I definitely say this isn't a bad price now. It's around $10, but it was up. It was around like $24 right there, like you can see right there. So I mean, it most recent sales. Well, if we look at most recent sales, at $24 on the 3rd. So I mean, it just depends. There is lower ones out there, but it has sold for more. So right now it's back down around $10, but it was up around 20. So Koji, excuse me, Koji is $20. This is far cry from where he started out at $40. This deck's still doing really good. $24 is not that much. You can see you might be able to get a copy for under 20. Most of them are saying 21's the lowest here. And you got quite a bit before, you got quite a bit before it starts jumping up. So, you got lots of Kojis to choose from. You obviously need 4 of this for the deck. So there's that as well. But I think this card's probably going to stay where it's at right now because Ancient Garurumon's Blue Hybrid's been doing good just consistently throughout last format into this format. And then the Big Boss Monster himself has come down quite a bit. $70 at release. Now it's under 40. And you have a bunch of copies under 40. So I say it's probably going to stay where it's at for right now. So this is probably a card that you could either pick it up right now if you really want to play the deck, or you could sell it because I don't think it's going to change in the next little while. Especially because we're getting new hybrid support next set, so it might not even get played depending on how the decks are played, really. Another good card in a lot of decks, including Blue Hybrid now that has yellow base in it, in most of its top end monsters, is Ruin Mode. Ruin Mode's still killing it until we get that Ruin Mode reprint that the LM4 had. I think it's going to continue to be a $60 to $80 card, depending on how widely it is used in decks in certain formats. Of course, it has come down quite a bit since Numamon got hit. So that's one of the good things there, is it was really good and easy to make in Numamon. Now not so much. There's a couple copies here in the 60s, and then you get into the 70s and 80s. So it could see a buyout depending on how many decks in the top format use this. Still really good time to sell these cards. If you're pulling EX4 boosters, still really good. 7 Demon Lords has been doing quite well. I think it won the regionals that I just came in 24th place in. And so, like, here we go. 2305, kind of $20 to $25 mark. There's a lot of copies under 25. This is your boss monster. You only need 2 of it. So I mean, there's that. Yeah, so it's not a huge thing you have to worry about, but it is quite low to get, and it's a secret, and the regular secret I think is even less. Well, it would be usually, just under 20. So I mean, there's that. But then the cards that really are gonna hurt you in the deck are the Lucimon support. $40 for the alt. Of course, the regular is not that expensive, but $40 for the alt, $70 for the Lucemon Chaos mode, and $30 for the regular art. This card just continues to be disgusting. It'll be interesting to see how 7 Demon Lord just competes against the Lucemon Pure deck as we go into BT 18 or Release Booster 2.0. Again, another one you need 4 of copy. Like you need at least 4 of these, 3 of these, at least 3 in most decks that I've played. And then, of course, the Lilith one, you need 2 of those. Then you got BL's one, you need 4 of that. And that's at $40 still. I mean, it was up around $50, but it's maintained its price at around $40 for the alt. So, I mean, it's an expensive deck. Of course, if you build it all like the regular arts, it's a lot less expensive. But then you still got those Lucemons at $90 for the 3. And then you still need 2 Ogudamons for, $17 to $20, depending on the one you get for that. So, it's an expensive deck to build. And I mean, yeah, there's a couple copies here. And then it's up at 45. So, yeah. Mirage Gaugamon has also been doing good, again, because of the Hexablau. It's been staying around where it is. It's still $20 to $25 for the BT11 alt. Your burst mode's still not that expensive. And I don't even know if you really play any of the other guys anymore. Like, I don't think you play that guy, but he's just a 12-cent rare, $1 for the pre-release. So, yeah. Imperial Dramon Paladin mode. It's come down a long way from its like $150, but it's still kind of sitting around that $50 mark. It's been sitting around that for a while for the alt. Looks like this is where it's going to stay for a while. So I still think it's a good card to sell. $50 for an ace card is not bad. So, yeah. But I don't think it's going to drop too much. Omnimon. Omnimon deck has topped a couple tournaments. I don't know about the regionals last time, but last month, end of August, early September, it has topped. So the DNA Digital Omnimon does have some good stuff going for it. And, of course, you can see here, $25 to $30 for the alt there. It came down a lot from 40, but this is kind of where it's staying. But I mean, if a bunch of people take the deck to tournaments and do well, you could see a buyout. You could see it over $30. And of course, the Tamer, this card was actually down lower. It was down around like $20 and has climbed back up because of the deck topping to the $30 mark. So it's kind of done quite well for itself. And again, there's a lot of copies out there, so I think this is probably, this will sit for a while, but I think it will come back down, maybe under $25. Like, again, depends if you start seeing this deck at tournaments a lot more. And then, of course, the kind of joke card of the video is the Greymon, the Secret, from the BT17 being like under $20 here. You got the low pull rate at 73, the other low pull rate at 50, and then you got about half of that, $25 to $30 for the regular alt, and then under 20 for a secret, and a secret with 4 different versions. So that's kind of hilarious that this card is just continued to be honestly worthless to the set. And I don't even think that the other secret's really worth a lot right now. That would be the Takam Fenry Lugamon Taka Kazuchi. Yeah, actually that's worse. That's more of a joke. $13 for the regular secret. $218. The low pull rate's still worth a bit, but $31 for the alt. So just kind of right around the same area. But because I don't think that deck had done as well as people thought it was going to do. But looks like that's it for the market analysis. Tell me what you guys think. Did we cover a lot of stuff? Did we cover a good selection? Are you understanding what's going on with the Digimon market, how things are going, how the tournament scene is affecting prices, and let me know what you guys think about it and what we could do differently. And if there's other cards you want me to check out, let me know in the comments below. Looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day, and that's all for now, folks.